This has to work this time. I mean, I think I made every error in the book when it comes to putting together a TikTok live. I mean, I get the URL wrong. I get the code to get the settings wrong. And then whenever I set it up the right way with the right code, and then I end up putting in the wrong dimensions for the video. So hopefully now you guys can see me clearly, but thank y'all so much for joining on this TikTok live on a Thursday night. Sometimes Thursday nights tend to get kind of busy, so I was like, you know what, let me give it a shot. I haven't done one probably in about a week. Getting back into, I guess, chatty TikTok streams, because last time I could probably only talk for about 30 minutes since I'm still recovering technically from the variant, as we could say. But let me know in the chat what you guys want to talk about. If you have any fragrances on your mind, some upcoming TikTok lives will be obviously rating and ranking Skylar fragrances. That one I may do a preview for. I need to respray my scent blotters. I did a one quick rating for those Skylar fragrances, and then I'm doing Wilhelm, and so I need to put an order in for probably about 9 Wilhelm samples. But hopefully they ship pretty quickly. Yeah. Make sure my mic is got some good audio. Oh, Missy K, thank you so much for sharing the live. And if you don't mind, anybody else on the live, feel free to double tap the like screen and share. Tom Ford Lavender Extreme. I haven't smelled it, but you know what? We're on Fragrantica. Let's give it a... Oh, why did I say TF? Personal take. Like me, I'm not a huge fan of floral forward fragrances. I really have to find something unique about them. Lavender is nice, but it's not something I stretch out for when in terms of higher end luxury brand quality fragrances. I'm not familiar with the Perfumer 2019 launch. Lavender, tonka bean, cinnamon, huh? So I haven't tried this one. I'll probably put it on my ones to sample. I don't think they ever have this one at my local fragrance store, so I may have to go through a decant site. Yeah, I don't mind a good lavender scent, but let's check out the negatives. I wouldn't understand if someone bought this basic lavender scent for this price tag. Huh. All right. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Lavender Play-Doh. That guy kept it pretty short and sweet. All right. We appreciate short and sweet. We've got a few more people on the TikTok live. Let me know what your fragrance of the day was, if you guys are wearing any fragrances. Today, I wore House of Beau. Let me see if I could show you guys what I wore today. This may be my new signature scent. House of Beau Espiritu. It's like a very fresh, sweet rose. It's super unique. It may be my new signature scent. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's probably the tobacco leaf. But fresh florals, leather, unisex. It's a brand new house. I think it's a startup from 2021. Mexican roots, Mexican perfumer. I love that they've integrated the culture into all their fragrances, so I'm a fan of it so far. I'd love to try out some more of their stuff. Wearing Moschino's Leo. Somebody says they love that one too. All right. And I don't know if you know this, but from House of Beau, but apparently each one of these is handmade by a stone craftsman in Mexico. So each bottle is technically a one of a kind. Cheth says, I love the content, man. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have some exciting upcoming reviews, content, skit ideas. I just hope more brands are transparent about like the stories behind the fragrances or the scents. We'll start off with the normal. I think going forward, I may rank Very Good Girl above Good Girl. This is probably the all-around versatile, but this is for me my new favorite versatile fresh floral. Moschino's Toy Boy. Great question. So I'm not a fan of Moschino's Toy Boy, but it gets a lot of love from other fragrance content creators. Here's my take on it. I would probably put it on the B category. Here's the reason why. It is very sharp pink pepper and a lemmy. And a lemmy smells like a lemony pepper aroma with a little bit of acetone. Here's my take. I just think it smells too close like lemon pepper seasoning. If you love lemon, if you love rose, and if you love pink pepper, it is an awesome signature scent. Super unique profile. And Moschino also has a few others that are just unique and amazing. So that one I probably put on there mid-tier. S category is the best. Like things that I would put on there that are just like staples that you want to have in a collection that are, for me, all around loves. Let's see, on here, do I have anything that I would put on? Flower Bomb. I'm a huge fan of that one. I'm a big fan of Cloud Intense, or Cloud 2.0. Didn't last that long, but maybe it's just more of the muskiness that's kind of warm, but a more mature, not powdery. I may have to re-sniff it. I have a decant of it. Regular Cloud, yeah, I'd probably put that at S tier, or A tier. For the price point, definitely S. Thank you so much for the likes. They say if you send likes to the host, he feels it in his heart. I don't know if it's true. Oh gosh. Dolce Gabbana, the Intense, the only one. If I don't have it here, I would put that Intense, the only one on A. Dolce Gabbana I've been a huge fan of on some of their the one, the only one, like really awesome gourmand scents. Holy moly. Thank you so much for the likes. Gotta take a deep breath. Somebody says they received Opium from YSL and they are obsessed. Yes, Opium is a great fragrance, great signature. Okay, I know it's marketed as a coffee fragrance, but it is like the after aroma of coffee. It's super light. For me, I just get mostly like a sweet synthetic smell and some sweet vanilla. Best sweet fragrance for men. Right now, this is gonna be like two. If you want something that's gonna be warm, Parfums de Marley Layton. That is a sweet apple, warm fragrance. It's sweet. The other one would be Paco Rabanne's Phantom. This one's a bit more unique. So here's the thing about Phantom. Whenever they compose the fragrance, they use some ingredients that were like a little bit older in materials that we used to use in materials we used to use in fragrance. The product was called stearyl acetate. That kind of gives it a green metallic rhubarb smell, but it is unisex. It is sweet. I like that it's a little bit musty. It kind of balances out that sweetness. But Phantom, mint, apple, lavender, a little bit of citrus. I like it. It isn't going to get a whole lot of love from other people in the community, but I'm just giving you my opinion. What do I think of Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle? Do I prefer that or Very Good Girl? I would probably say, let's look at La Belle. There's a few. Fruity Vanilla. Okay. They're kind of at different ends. So if you want, I'm just putting together scenarios that will probably not happen, but I'm thinking like, if you want the one-off date night scent, I would go with La Belle date night scent. If you want a versatile office scent that you could transport from day to night, you know, thank you so much for the goggles. So office scent that you could probably wear also for an evening out, happy hour, things like that, I would go with the original Good Girl. If you want something that will probably be more an awesome fall and spring standout signature, I would go Very Good Girl. Fresh Sweet Florals and Fresh Sweet Rose is pretty popular right now. Oh, somebody says Dolce Gabbana the one. Yeah, I would put that one really high on my list. Okay. Dolce Gabbana the one I would put at S tier. I've always had that one pretty high. Make sure I actually have this set up at a decent. This is another one that I made last week in case anybody missed last week's. This is kind of where most of them ended up, so I'll jump back and forth. Versace Dylan Blue is a great classic. I would opt for other fragrances. That's kind of my personal take, but awesome classic. If I don't have it on here, I would put S or A tier. Givenchy L'Interdit, awesome performance on I believe that's Tuberose. This one, a lot more attention on this one. I believe L'Interdit, is it Intense? Eau de Parfum, not Intense. This one's getting a ton of love. Rightly so. I mean, 4.09 on Fragrantica is tough to hit. I mean, that's not often. Is it okay to wear perfumes if you don't go out to nice occasions so much? I think so. I mean, what did I do? I met with the in-laws and I put 2 sprays of a fragrance. I wear it to the office. You know, if I'm just going to stay in, I probably won't wear any unless I'm testing. If I'm obviously, it's kind of part of being a content creator. You're just going to have to sample things throughout the day. Why did I upload 2 Parfum de Marly Delinas? Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, I would actually not rate it that high. I'd probably put it somewhere between B and A tier. Like, in terms of like intensity and shock value, not shock as in bad, but shock value as in like intensity where you maybe like have that heavy sillage of the scent profile whenever you walk into a space or leave a space. So, I mean, for that, I would put it at an A. But my personal take, if you're looking for something that smells as sweet and you just want something that isn't as sugary, I put a review on Guimauve de Noël on there on my TikTok, so check it out. It's my preferred. It's not exactly a dupe, but similar scent. Oh, quick recap. S tier, I'd probably put as like the Legends. A tier, you will see these get raved about on TikTok. There are some exceptions where I probably put in my own 2 cents. Like Phantom won't get a ton of love on TikTok or YouTube, but it's kind of like, I like it, so I'm just gonna put it on there. B tier is pretty good. Wouldn't buy it unless it was at a good price. C, more neutrals. You'll keep it if it's a gift. Givenchy Irresistible. I don't know if I have it on here. If I don't have it, let's check it out on Fragrantica. I guess there's 2. There's an Irresistible, and then there's an Irresistible spelled with like a French E. Musky fruity. All right. Pear, ambrette, rose, musk. I haven't smelled this one. Maybe people in the comments might be able to put their own 2 cents on this. Let's look at some negative reviews. Somewhat nice, just too generic. Usually love pear notes, very generic. I think I see what everybody has different taste. Beauty is in the nose of the beholder. It seems like some of it is just mostly nice. The hate is probably just that it smells similar to a few other things. If I was to guess, I'd probably put it'd probably end up somewhere below A. MFK Gentle Fluidity, I'd probably put S tier. Ombre Nuit, I would put A. Ombre Nuit, I like, but I believe that one may be a bit more animalic to a few other people's, like, let's say common taste. If that's kind of like, if I'm assuming what other people will take on Ombre Nuit. Amber, rose, like, I love this scent profile. Yeah. I would put this S or A, but again, like I said, that one's not going to be a love from everybody. Libre or Libre Intense? I love Libre Intense. Libre is good. I like it. Like, I'll give it some love, but it's not my favorite. What's my opinion on Crybaby Perfume Milk? I don't know which one that is. Is it the Crybaby perfume by the musician? Crybaby perfume. Yeah, the Melanie Martinez. I haven't bought this one. I'm waiting for it to come back in stock. Like, I still get the occasional emails from Melanie Martinez saying that this is going to come back. And for those that don't know, this fragrance is like reselling on eBay or Mercari for like $400 because it's just in such low demand, and it's like one of the most lactonic powdery fragrances there is. People are even selling just the packaging for an insane amount. Oh, hey, thank you so much for those that are on the Twitch chat. Oh my gosh, Rohit, the man from The Office, my coworkers on the chat. Rohit, thanks so much for joining. Mazua, what is S tier? S tier would probably be the best tier. I stole this tier ranking system from the ones from like gaming. If you ever see people ranking fighting game characters or movies. Thank you so much for the rose. Beauty corner. Hopefully in 2022, we will move on from Versace Eros. It's not my mission, but I think there's more to explore out there for sweet vanilla fragrances. I mean, there's a lot of upcoming releases that'll be club bangers. What's my Twitch? Thank you so much for asking. My Twitch is JohnGNZZ. So even after this TikTok live, my streams do get uploaded, and I'll probably chop up some of the best highlights from the streams. What do I think of Aventus for Her and Love in Black by Creed? Aventus for Her, I really like. Love in Black by Creed, I have not smelled. Let me look at the scent profile. Have y'all heard about that book? Supposedly that the story about the House of Creed is kind of all based out of falsehoods, and technically most of these fragrances weren't made by the Creed family. And then essentially the story of the book, or the synopsis, is that Olivier Creed is essentially just a really good nose who knows what to pick from people's, I guess, other perfumers. So there's like a ghost perfumer that did most of the legwork to get Creed on the map. So this one I haven't smelled, Italian Violet. It smells nice. Like, I'm a little bit more selective on my love for Creed fragrances. I tend to go nose blind on how heavy they go in ambergris or just their base notes. I don't know if that's a common theme for some of their fragrances, but that's just kind of what I experience on some of their stronger fragrances. Somebody says, rate my absolute aphrodisiac, Initio. All right. Only because you asked so nicely. Did y'all know aphrodisiacs? Actually, no, I'm thinking of pheromones. Yeah, the humans are the only people that we haven't been able to close the loop on in terms of like whether or not pheromones work. So they work in all mammals. Just for humans, it's just, I think we've made too much of a fashion out of fragrance. What would I put this? It's a little bit more animalic. I'd probably put it at A+, S- tier. Like Initio, awesome fragrances. Marc Jacobs Perfect. Marc Jacobs Perfect jumped on the list. It used to be C or D tier because I thought the price was a bit high, but there were a lot of people in the previous chat that just love the scent. So mea culpa. I'm listening to the audience on this one. I'm bumping it up. Thank you so much for the likes and shares. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Ralph's Club, solid. If you haven't smelt it yet, go test it out. You will love it. Yeah. There's a fragrance that it's similar to. I want to see if it's listed on here. Fragrantica. YSL Le Parfum. Somebody said they wanted Elisab White for their birthday, but their partner got them the Elisab. Hopefully they have a good return policy. I mean, that's not a horrible mistake, but yeah, it happens. Where would I put this? Francis Kirkchan, Jerome DiMarino. Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan of Peach and Notes. Benzoin, which is like a, not a dirty vanilla, but it's just like a vanilla to me that has a bit more character. So probably put that in A+. 2021 for Miss Dior, I would probably put it at B tier. If you look at some of the comments or recent reviews for Miss Dior, even Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet, there are a lot of just conversations about reformulations. I think the last one supposedly was in 2019, but there isn't a ton of trust anymore for the Miss Dior fragrance. Still a very, very nice scent, but that's kind of like my research. Like, I think it smells nice, but kind of going off that, what others say, I'm gonna keep it like at a mid tier. I think that one is Kayali's Amber. Somebody says, random question, is there a scent that I don't like? That's a great question. There are scents that I don't like sometimes for the moment. I used to not like this S tier, which is Parfums de Marley Layton. And so I live in Texas. And so sometimes sweet fragrances in the summer, fall, or spring, sweet fragrances just are a bit too cloying. So once that winter time kicked in for the state of Texas, which probably only happened 2 weeks ago, I really just started enjoying the sweeter sides of the fragrances and the warmer fragrances. So less that I don't like fragrances, it's probably just that I don't like to use them for specific reasons, for specific seasons or times. Like occasionally I do like to explore things that are outside the normal. So Diptyque's Philosophus isn't going to be a super popular fragrance, but it's like, I appreciate the aspect that it's like one of the most realistic fig and morning dew scents and green fragrances. Like, they're not going to be my ones that I tend to be drawn to, but green fragrances I think are just awesome exploratory wise. Although to some they'll just be like, "You smell like grass," and I'd be like, "Hey, it's pretty grass at least." All right, Gucci Flora. Somebody says, "Do I dislike Prada candy?" Be honest. Prada candy? No, I don't dislike it. My wife has it, but we haven't made a big dent in that bottle. Where did I rate it? I might have my old ranking for Prada candy. So yeah, so if you could see my old ranking for Prada candy, I have it at a C tier. It's not bad, but the reason I just rank them lower, you can get great prices, great deals for Prada candy. They are relaunching the ad campaigns to promote Prada candy again, but they're not changing the scent. I think this would be a great opportunity for Prada to actually reformulate the scent. If you're looking for caramel-based fragrances, I would actually just recommend other fragrances. There's Victor and Rolf Bonbon. I mean, that itself, if you're looking for a gourmand type, or if you're looking for something more vanilla, there's a ton of vanilla. I have a TikTok on a few other vanilla fragrances that I'd recommend. YSL Libre, Intense. What's an underrated perfume? Right now, I still consider the Eau de Parfum Givenchy L'Interdit. Let's see. The Eau de Parfum Rouge. I would say this one's still pretty underrated. Even the regular one. Armani My Way. Mancera, in terms of niche, affordability, they're awesome. So I would probably put Mancera, Instant Crush. All right, let's get this music back going. Jo Malone, Peony, Blush Suede. I'd probably say... Oh gosh, I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes they go too fast. Here we go. That's always a horrible sign. And whenever we have to reload the screen, I always feel like it just doesn't ever work. Yo, we got 3 viewers from Twitch. Thank you so much for jumping on. I apologize for missing that chat. Givenchy Pie, I would put it an A+. Somebody says on the Twitch stream, for me at least, Irresistible by Givenchy is a perfect feminine fragrance for people who enjoy to use men's perfumes. Great scent, and it's not too sweet and floral. Thanks for sharing. I was considering blind buying it. I love it. Thank you so much for those on the stream chat. And Camelio, thank you for the follow. Maybe that's Camila Cabello. God is a Woman, Taylor Swift. Thoughts on it? Yeah, I'd put it at a B. It gets love from people related to how nice of a fresh, clean take like it is on the normal Ariana Grande line. I'm not a big fan of the soapiness from the Ambrette, and performance-wise, I thought it was just kind of moderate to weak. I would rate still the original Cloud Intense, Moonlight, Sweet Like Candy, like up there on some of my favorites. God is a Woman for Ariana Grande, I'd probably put middle of the pack. Some people though love the clean scent profile of it though, so I still would recommend testing it. Another person asked, what's my opinion on Wonderstruck by Taylor Swift? It's been sold out or being price gouged by fragrance companies, so I have not had a chance to sample it. It is, from what I seem, like a cult favorite. So I'd love to smell it, but I think third-party resellers like Fragrance Net and Fragrance X are picking up the price on it. If you're on the TikTok live or stream, if you haven't already done so, be sure to hit the follow. If 10 people follow me from this stream, TikTok said that they may even, yeah, I can't make up anything good right now. Essentially what I'm asking for is for follows. Oh gosh, I'm like the worst at asking for stuff. I think the other day I forgot to use my catchphrase at the end of my TikTok video. I said, how do you know this? It's because I follow John Gonzalez. Thank you so much for the likes. Chanel, where are we putting this at? Chanel. This is Parfums Jamali Delina again. This is a new release coming out. I'm excited for it. I'm going to just put it there. And then if I am wrong about it, I'll be wrong about it. Thank you so much, Berries X253, for the follow. Did I rank the male version or female version of Dylan Blue? Dylan Blue, I have not ranked that one. Let's take a look. Dylan Blue, I'd probably put at A tier. I think this is an Alberto Morillas release. Yeah, I mean, Master Perfumer. You could probably get this for a really awesome deal. The Versace Portfam Dylan Blue. I love fruity florals. I would probably recommend a different one. Still solid. I may go more A tier on this one. La Nuit Tresor. Where would I put this? S tier. And I don't have an image for it. Yes, I do. This is just gonna give me a buffer. A tier? J-Hag. Okay, Glossier U I haven't tried. Sadly, if you haven't seen the negative reviews on it on Fragrantica, I know Fragrantica is a review site and some of the reviews can be really harsh, but some of them have been pretty funny. So because of those, I've held off on ordering a sample. I will still order a sample of Glossier U. The skin scent, powdery skin scent. J-Hag I have on my other ranking list. I put it up really high. I'm a huge fan of them. Even Pear Ink. Omarcito, thank you so much for the rose. This is the same tier list except from my previous TikTok live. Oh my gosh, it's 11:28. I could probably do another 20 minutes of TikTok live. Let me know what other questions you have, and if you haven't already done so, give me a like or a follow. Dylan Blue, I already did Dylan Blue. I just didn't have the photo of it. Dylan Blue, I put in A tier. Alberto Morillas release. Dylan Blue Portfam, that one was also another A tier. Leaning B, pushing B. Tom Ford Ombre Leather, that one, even though it's A on this one, like me, it's a rare case that'll probably wear ombre leather. It's not an office, like the versatility for it kind of for me is what bumps it down. It's not a very versatile fragrance. Dior Sauvage Elixir, that one's gonna end up being S tier. Opinions on Hidden Fantasy Britney Spears. That's a celebrity fragrance I have not tried. Let's all learn about Hidden Fantasy. Britney Spears had a solid celebrity fragrance line that's still like has huge demand. So this one I haven't tried. Hey, Rodrigo Flores Rue. He is a Mexican perfumer who's also done new releases for House of Beau. And I have loved House of Beau's fragrances so far. Like, even if I didn't look at the scent profile, not knowing the perfumer, I'd still be pretty happy with it. Yeah, I haven't tested this one, but I'm familiar with the perfumer. Yeah. If you want me to just give it a number or a ranking, I'd probably put A. Elizabeth Arden White Tea, I would put that A tier, especially for the price. You can get awesome pricing for Elizabeth Arden. Favorite skin scent? Le Labo Another 13. That one's gonna be not as like widely accepted as a popular skin scent. A lot of ambroxan and a slight waxy paper to it on the scent profile. Le Labo's Another 13. If you haven't got a sample of it, give it a try. Next to that would be J-Hag, regular or super dose. Just alone, I'm a huge fan of the ambergris scent. Thank you so much for the follow. If 10 people follow me, there is a chance that this TikTok will go to the moon. Olympia. Did this one end up on here already? Paco Rabanne. Vanilla salty. I will put this one at B. There are some newer releases from Skylar that I'm still testing right now, and I want to see if any of them, some of them do have a salty, like a Himalayan salt smell to them. So I kind of want to see how they compare with Paco Rabanne. And I know it's a little bit different, like one of them's like a small brand, and the other one's Paco Rabanne, but yeah, I'll put this one like B+. Marc Jacobs Oh So Sweet. I'd rank that one high. I think this is it right here. Spice Bomb Extreme. Love it. Put it in A. It's extremely sweet vanilla scent, so you're more restricted to the cooler weather. Walrus, thank you so much for the follow. Bon Bon Victor and Rolf. It would be one of the ones that I would recommend. Like if you used to wear Prada candy, I would go Bon Bon to try next. Montblanc Explorer, I love for the value. It's not an exciting scent. I own Montblanc Explorer, and I think it's a great versatile fragrance to have on hand. But after smelling like so many other fragrances, to me, Montblanc Explorer kind of just like hits me with the scent of like every time I spray it, I'm like it's sweet bergamot, ambroxan, and ISO super. And I'm not saying that it's a boring scent. I'm just saying like those are amazing staple notes to have in any fragrance, but I wish there was more to it. For the price though, it's amazing. I'd still recommend it. I'd probably put it at B tier. What's an S tier right now? For this one, I pulled up last week's TikTok live. Jazz Club, By the Fireplace, Tobacco Vanille, Angel Share, YSL, Dolce Gabbana, The One for Her, Kayali's Vanilla, Flower Bomb, the original. And this is another one that I'm working on. I'm just cleaning up the photos. As you can see, I have some new ones on here. Sea Passion. Yeah. Cherryosa. Dolce Gabbana Light Blue. Man, would that be like an S tier? I think, like, Serge Lutens. I have not added to any of these. Marc Jacob Daisies, guys. Somebody says they just got Jazz Club today. I used up my entire sample of Jazz Club. I like it. Some people love it. For me, I think I would still rock more By the Fireplace at S tier and Jazz Club at A tier. Like, that booziness, the sweet vanilla, the rumminess of that scent profile, I really like. How would I describe Jazz Club? Like a rummy vanilla with like after smoke smell. It's not smoky. It's just maybe like a dry wood, but it's just a rummy vanilla. It's not animalic. It's super unisex. It's versatile. Anybody can wear it. And it smells nice. It smells more sweet than anything, but like a little bit of a rummy cognac-ish to it. I do have a partner. What do they wear? My partner wears Ariana Grande's Cloud. I think that's like her favorite go-to right now. Second one would be Kayali's Vanilla. She enjoys that one. And then, I mean, we sample a ton. I think the other things that we wear is, what else? Some of the Jo Malone fragrances. They're a little bit lighter but fresher. BK 540, I would probably put A tier. It's still really good, but man, I'm gonna put y'all on to something. There's a home scent called Love Affair from Aromatech. It will get your house smelling like Baccarat Rouge 540, and I think I prefer a home scent of Baccarat Rouge 540 than a perfume scent. I don't know. It's an awesome home scent. Yeah. La Vie est Belle. I'd put it in A tier. I'm a fan of La Vie est Belle. Somebody says I'm between Cloud and Baccarat Extrait. I mean, those are huge price point differences. Do you mean like you're trying to decide on which one to buy? Hello, that's a jump. Opinions on the male version of that Lucky Million by Paco Rabanne. If it's this fragrance, 1 million Lucky, I would opt for other sweet fragrances. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I would, like, it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for another sweet fragrance, I prefer Phantom. It's good. Like, if I'm trying to think, what else would I recommend? I can't think of, like, I would say Jazz Club, but Jazz Club isn't nutty. There isn't another alternative for this one. So if you like it, and if you smelled it and you like it, I would say stick with it. But definitely this one over the original 1 million. What would I recommend instead of Dylan Blue? Acqua di Gio, the flankers, Profundo Profumo. A favorite citrus scent? Somebody says they love Under the Lemon Tree. I think right now there's a couple I really like. Atelier's Pomelo Paradise. Loved it. Love its first sniff. If I want to go musky and sharper, Montebacco Verano. And then if you ever check out Shea and Blue, they're not as big, but Shea and Blue, Blood Orange, they turn a leather into a summer fragrance with blood orange fragrance. It doesn't last that long, but yes. YSL EDP. Where would I put this? Yeah. We're going to put you at S tier. Gucci Guilty. Was it? Is this the Gucci Guilty one? This red one? I haven't smelt it. No, I don't think that's Gucci Guilty. Okay, no, it's not. This was the one that's Gucci Guilty. I would put this at A tier. I liked it. I love pink pepper. I love peach, so it's more of a biased take on it. Givenchy L'Interdit Intense, or is it L'Interdit Eau de Parfum Rouge? L'Interdit. I don't see an intense version. I may have to come back to that one. There is a Eau de Parfum. Maybe it's this one? Yeah, I haven't tried this one yet. The black bottle. You learn something new, you smell something new. Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle. Frederic Malle, I love their concept. I have not had a chance to sample their fragrances. I'm gonna just, as if I had to guess, I would probably put it in S tier. I haven't heard a ton of bad things about Frederic Malle fragrances. I know it's not going to be for everybody. They're more unique. They've given perfumers a bit more exploratory nature to just be more themselves stylistically. So, yeah, that may not be for everybody. Moschino's Toy Boy, B tier. Murray & Tonka Jo Malone, A tier. Calvin Klein, B? Huh. I don't think I've heard of that one. Just BE? Calvin Klein CKB? Calvin Klein. Green. Huh. I haven't smelled this one. Can't say much about it. If I had to put it in a spot, I'm gonna leave you at C for now. Dolce Gabbana, the one. That one I've already put in a separate tier maker list. I leave it at a S tier. It's been consistent on there. Valentino Born in Roma, Yellow Dream. I give it A. Thoughts on Atelier Colonia? I love it. You know, they started being a little bit more transparent in terms of ingredients, which is really awesome, especially for somebody who's giving fragrance reviews. You get to see some of their actual like natural materials or just like safe synthetics that they use. Sometimes the naturals help the smell not be as, I guess, nose intrusive on the top note side. Not everything is a love for me. Some things are just more likes. I'm a huge fan of Vignon Zancé, Clementine California, Pomelo Paradise. I haven't explored some of their other ones that are more woody, and I think those would be the ones that I would like more. Thank you so much for following the host, VSev18. Imaginary authors I have not sampled. Someone asked, have I heard of this brand, O Boticario? I have not. Let's see who they worked with. Huh. Yeah, I haven't heard of anything about this brand. I mean, it looks like they're transparent enough to list their perfumes and fragrances on Fragrantica and list their perfumer, which is awesome. You at least get more information than you can on some other brands. Tom Ford Tobacco Vinny S tier. I have it right here. but it is how hard to see. Sometimes there's a delay in my TikTok live when I look at myself on the live app, obviously. And I look and I say, who's that person drinking soda on my stream? And I remember, oh, it's me. Versace Bright Crystal. Actually, my wife got that for Christmas. I would put that at B tier. It's not a bad scent. I think it smells nice, but I would just put it at nice, good performance, good projection. I feel like maybe it's a bit sweeter and fresher than some of the other fresh florals or sweet florals. And I think the scent profile to me leans a bit more youthful. I don't know if it's the type of rose or the amount or the intensity of the sweet notes that they used, but that's kind of like my 2 cents. So I'd put it at B tier. JHAG? Oh, I love it. I'd put it in A. What do the tiers mean? S tier would be solidly one of the best fragrances. It will be a staple in like John's consistent recommendations. A is highly recommend. Probably you'd pay full price for. Be willing to in a positive set. B, you'd probably get at a discount. Like you'll buy it at a reduced rate if you find it on sale. C, you're probably not gonna buy it. You may get gifted it and keep it on hand. Yeah, some of the burrito fragrances are really nice. The ones that I've sampled are Pulp, Space Rage, and Mixed Emotions. If you want to sample something and not spend the full price, I would check out Decant Boutique, Scent Split. And then also, while there may not be a ton of niche fragrances, I have a coupon code for Scentbird. John G30 gives you 30% off Scentbird, and they've been better at introducing a lot more brands. They're mostly designer right now, and a few like smaller independent fragrance houses. So there you go, 30% off. John G30 at Scentbird, and then definitely check out if you want to get Byredo or some of the more expensive niche brands. Scentbird, Decant Boutique. Because yeah, Byredo is expensive. Elizabeth and James Nirvana. Funny story. That was one of the fragrances that was supposedly worn by Elizabeth Olsen. She plays Scarlet Witch in the movies or TV show Scarlet Witch. So the reason she wore the rollerball version because she was more sensitive to migraines. Oh, I'm gonna turn that into a pumpkin at midnight, guys. I'm hanging on. Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford. I think it's really good, but there's some other fragrances that smell like it already. If you like Neroli Portofino, I think Ferrari has a dupe for it, so I probably wouldn't spend the money. It's a great scent. I just think there's already some other similar, not dupes, but similar scents for a much more affordable price. Talking about Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. Infected Beauty, thank you so much for joining. Oh, do you know the name? Let's see. Amy. The Gucci one? Catching up. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Why is Hypnotic Dior Poison that low? It's not that bad. B isn't bad. I would just only buy it if it was on sale. This isn't bad. Dior. Hypnotic Poison. Just for fun. You never know. Let's check out some of the reviews. Oh, by the way, J-Hag, I'm a fan of. Super powdery, vampiric, chalky, floral, sweet fragrance. I like it. Okay. I associate vanilla with nanny. That's not a good review. For current reformulation, vanilla and suntan lotion. Nice summery scent, but you get the same effect for much less. Some people say it smells different on them. I guess skin scent. Well, can't rank them all A. Kayali Sweet Diamond? I'm pretty positive I've smelled it. I mean, I own everything besides Eden. This one I like. Couple of things that I'll notice. Usually I'm a fan of pink pepper, but the top notes I wasn't the biggest fan of on this one. Love the patchouli dry down. I'd probably put it A minus B. It didn't hit my top Kayali fragrance list just because I felt like it didn't layer as well as some of the other ones like vanilla, musk, and amber. Does Very Good Girl smell like Delina? Similar scent profile. Delina has a cashmere musk that gives it a little bit of a spicy tinge to it, a warmness, if you will. Very Good Girl is probably just stays more to the fresh side of the sweet rose. Not a dupe, but I would say if you're looking for something similar, yeah, you might confuse some people. Thank you so much for the likes. If you're on the stream, be sure to double tap the screen. Do you do this? Is it like this? I don't know. I don't know how you double tap the screen. Oh my gosh. Y'all are getting those likes. Yo, my monitor is going. Y'all went mad dummy on those likes. I love it. That was awesome. See? Sometimes it just some visual representations help. Amy, thank you so much. You're welcome with all the likes. Chrome by Azaro. Megaman, did you see my TikTok about Chrome by Azaro? It's my wife's, one of my wife's favorite fragrances. So I have a huge bottle and I put like the world's largest dent. I almost finished an entire Chrome Azaro fragrance. I like it. It smells a bit more synthetic, but I think synthetic is not a bad thing. That's Aqua. I'm a fan. I would put this one at B tier just because there are a few other citrus fragrances. But for price, yo, S tier, A tier. I'm a huge fan of it. Oh, you didn't watch it yet. Hey, no big deal. Essentially is, would I recommend Chrome Azaro? And yes, I would. And I put a video on my TikTok about the big dent of juice I put into Chrome Azaro. REM, let me look that one up. There's so many Ariana Grande ones. I only own 3 or 4 of the Ariana, and this one isn't one. Zephyr. Hello, I don't know what that is. It looks like a macaroon. I've only smelled this one in store. Okay, so this is the one that says people smell pickle. Pickle. Somebody says it smells vinegary. They smell like pickle. So this one just might have a bit more herbaceous notes to it. Yeah. I haven't smelled it outside of just the Sephora whenever I test fragrances. I may need more testing on that one. I have not smelled any Aesop fragrances. I'd love to test them though. First time chat viewer, Hong the Ninja. Hello, thank you so much for joining the Twitch chat. Thoughts on Flower Bomb? I mean, I have it at A. S. Sorry, S tier. I love to layer it with Cloud and with other sweet fragrances. Tom Ford Black Orchid. I would say S tier. Sorry, no, not S, not S. We're bringing it down. Bringing it down to A. Glossier U, A minus, and that's being generous. Some people really love the powdery, like skin scent concept. Like for skin scents, I'm just gonna have the other preferred ones, like I don't know what, Dias and Durga, Another 13 by Le Labo, and J-Hag. Like those would be like my preferred ones. If I go powdery, I'm not looking for a skin scent. If I go powdery, I'm looking for something like powdery florals, less skin scent. So I'd probably put it A minus or B. Somebody says, I love Another 13. We're twins. We love Another 13. I have tried some fragrances from Zoologist. I wasn't as excited about it because I don't get asked a ton about it. So I believe Squid, or it's some unicorn. The Seahorse. It was Seahorse by Zoologist. It was nice. Bon Bon, I'd put it at A tier. What do I mean by skin scents? Great question. So a skin scent could be something that's marketed as a scent that smells like you, but better. This could be, in terms of skin scent, this could be a more aroma chemical forward fragrance. And I know the word aroma chemical could be scary, but it could just be like Juliet has J-Hags, just has one note in the perfume. And that's the smell of ambergris. Ambergris has a real fresh, slightly salty smell to it. And sometimes in the intensity levels of it, it smells light, like a light fragrance, or just smells like an enhanced version of you smelling really nice. So that's what I mean by skin scents. So it could be more the marketing of the company, or it could just be made more of the way it was composed, of a lighter scent profile that is just made to play off your skin a bit more. Okay, 2 minutes left on my TikTok live, and I will wrap up with a few more rapid fire questions, and I will try to just like quick, like I'm gonna just throw out letters, and I might even insult a few people, but I'm gonna try to go through as many as I can. This is like rapid fire. Un Jardín sur Lagoon by Hermes, A tier. Illuminati Intensa, Vince Camuto, B tier. Endless Euphoria, or Idol A, Endless Euphoria, B. How can I find my list online? I have it saved on Tiermaker, tiermaker.com. If you Google Sephora perfume rankings, or if you look up any perfume rankings, I'm not the only fragrance content creator that's made tier rankings, so you may even find some other ones either. So some other tier rankings I'm working on, Wilhelm, and I'm also working on Skylar fragrances. So some of the Skylar ones I really like. I was surprised how much I enjoyed how they use like a salty accord. Lancôme La Nuit Trésor, A tier. Good Girl Supreme, A tier. Elizabeth and James Nirvana, B tier. Not the best production, but if you have sensitivity, I've heard Elizabeth and James Nirvana Rollerball is a good place to start. Santal Blanc, Van Cleef, A. Ocean, Aqua de Joya, Ocean. S tier is the best tier. It's gonna be the ones that I would like always recommend, and even if it's like full price, I'd probably still pay for it. Burberry London, B tier. But look up the story of Burberry London. They have a bit more history on the reason they went with that. Oh, I think I lost my feed and then I ended up getting resized. Very strange. Do I look like a different shape? I feel like I'm a different shape. All right, that's my sign where I appreciate everybody so much for jumping on. If 10 people that were on the live today could just give me a follow, it would mean a ton for me. I will end this live with a couple of message points. You don't have to spend a ton of money to smell good. There are a lot of resources to help people. Scentbird, ScentSplit, Decant Boutique. Before I even got into making content for fragrance, I was using these sample sites to get things like Creative Ventus that I really couldn't afford normally. So I really encourage you to test. Discovery kits are also awesome ways to explore. John G. 30